Community Foundation for the Give SI Community Day of Giving, and we are interviewing nonprofit organizations who are making a difference in Southern Illinois as options for you to donate to for Giving Tuesday during the Give SI 30 Hours of Community Giving. So today we have someone with us who has actually been with us for all 3 years of the Give SI program, and we're really excited to do the interview with him again this year. And I think you're going to be really excited to learn about the work that he's doing. And so we'd like to just introduce Greg with Cans Can Ministries.
Yep, always a pleasure to be here. And I made sure this year that I wore some neutral hat in case Tom popped his head in. He's always given me a hard time about the Cardinals hat, so I went with a Montgomery Biscuits hat today, just to be neutral.
Well, Greg, let me tell you. So Tom couldn't be with us tonight. He's going to do the interviews tomorrow, but so tonight you get the enjoyment of having an interview done by me. So, no bantering back and forth on what hat you're wearing, but sure. We are sorry that Tom couldn't be here with us. But everybody will be excited to know he's back tomorrow. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Greg, tell us a little bit about your organization.
Yeah. So we began unofficially. This is our 19th year. Serving Southern Illinois. We've officially been a 501c3 charity 3 years this month. So just had, I guess, our third birthday, or our third grown-up birthday. I don't know, however you want to call it. So when we began, we really kind of were without direction and just kind of picked up loose projects around the community as we needed or they needed. And we have since grown by leaps and bounds. So 3 years ago, we opened a physical location. We added what is called our Teacher Resource Center, where teachers around Southern Illinois can come in and shop for their classroom free of charge. So our service area with our teachers really covers all of Southern Illinois. We go as far south as Massac County. We've had teachers from Washington, Jefferson, Jackson, Franklin. I mean, pretty much every teacher, every district, every county in the South has visited us. And like I said, our goal is to provide them with the tools that they need to be successful, because we feel like, obviously they're the ones that make the change in the youth, and they're those change makers. And we want to make sure that they have the tools that they need to be successful. This isn't my day job. Nobody gets paid. I work in education. My wife works in education. My whole family's in education. And we always laugh. It's one of those few jobs that you have to pay probably more to have a job than you do earn. So we always want to make sure that they're successful. And like I said, they come in and they can get anything from pencils, paper. We do a lot of books, library books, headphones. Pretty much everything. And then we also work through the teachers to help with student needs. So we always feel like the teachers are on the front line. They see the students that they're most vulnerable. And so if they come in, while I was waiting, I actually was Facebooking back and forth with a few different teachers. When they have teachers with needs for students with coats or shoes or really anything, we try to make that happen. And like I said, we work through the teachers. And then, like I said, we've also expanded. We do a lot with foster kids. So we have a relationship with a lot of local agencies and a lot of social workers or local social workers. And so when a kid's removed, or when a kid moves to a transitional type housing or a temporary housing, any kind of need they have, whether it be a bed, bedding, really anything, we try to provide it for them. We have it delivered, or we do the delivering for us. We do emergency bags where we would put in a pair of socks. We try to fit in with a change of underwear, a toy, a book, and a flashlight. That was a big one that we really didn't think about, but we put a flashlight in there for kind of a security thing. So we do a lot with fosters. And then over the really since COVID, and nobody knows how long COVID's gone on, so I can't even put a date on it, we really amped up our senior care ministry. And so we do a twice weekly meal delivery service where we cook a home cooked meal and we deliver it free of charge. Most of our, our meal recipients, or our diners, I guess we call them our diners, they have we have Alzheimer's patients, we have cancer patients. We've got one gentleman with Down syndrome. They go up to age, I think our oldest is now 102. So none of them have the means or they don't have their license anymore. So they're non-mobile. And like I said, once COVID hit, a lot of their caregivers weren't even able to get out. And so we took on a lot of those. So on Wednesdays and Fridays, we cook meals. On Wednesdays, my wife teaches a life skills class up at Benton High School. The life skills class cooks it, so we use it for job training for them. They have to do the hair nets, the washing the hands, the gloves, all that stuff. So it kind of does a little bit of everything for different populations. And then we also do, like I said, we've kind of just adopted seniors around town. There's a assisted living facility that we try to do something with at least once a month. We brought in a photographer and did free portraits for them. We bring in an ice cream truck. Christmas, we passed out our Christmas wish list, and we just let them ask for whatever they wanted. And December 21st, we're going to bring several truckloads worth of presents, and we're going to pass them out. So the age range of people that we serve is birth to 102. So we do a lot of everything. And it's like I said, it's kind of hard to explain to people, and it's kind of hard to put it in print. So that's why we're so appreciative of times like this where we do get that kind of free. Well, it's not kind of free; it's absolutely free. When you get that publicity, to be able to be able to talk about what you do.
I just have to tell you this, Greg. So I have been following what you've been doing since you joined Give SI program 3 years ago, and I work with a lot of different nonprofits, and was so impressed by the range of services that you offer. That last year and this year, you'll be one of all the nonprofits I work with that I choose to donate to.
Well, thank you.
Because I know that the money is going to be used in a way that has a huge impact on the community, and in such a way that certain needs are being met, but it's such a broad range of what you're doing. And I know kind of where you started and the things that you've added. And I've always been continually impressed by the fact that it doesn't matter what the need is or how big it might be. You always seem to step up to try to fill it, no matter what it is. And so,
it could be tricky at times. I mean, I think you'll probably hear that from everybody that speaks over the next 2 days. And so, obviously inflation is hurting it's hurting everybody, but nonprofits specifically. When we started our meal service 3 years ago, typically when we go grocery shopping, our cost has probably tripled. Since then, the cost of beds has gone up. The cost of really everything's gone up. And like you said, our goal is to really never turn anybody away. And that's how we've kind of become this catch-all, to where, some people will say, well, why don't you focus on this, or this? Well, the needs are everywhere. And if we can fill them, why wouldn't we fill them?
And tell me a little bit about one of the programs or aspects of it that you talk about is the Teacher Resource Center. And so it gives an opportunity for teachers to be able to get items that they need. But can you explain a little bit about how that works?
Yeah. So really, it's as easy as it sounds. Like I said, whether they come in, and we've actually I guess we just call it the Resource Center, because we now invite social workers and case managers and a lot of different people in. But so we're open at our physical location every other Saturday. Like I said, this isn't my day job. So from 9 to 1, really the only thing they have to do is they have to come in and just write down the name and the districts that the district they teach in. And they're allowed to take really whatever they need. The only thing we ask is they self-police themselves and, just take the things that they need and things will be relevant to their classroom. But so they'll come in. So typically a teacher with, 3 to 5 years experience or 3 and above will leave every week with about $65 worth of stuff. That's about average. We do things for teachers with less than 3 years experience, where we try to be a little more generous to them and try to take care of them a little more. And they'll often leave with about $200, $250 worth of stuff. And so any given Saturday, our max, and I say our max because we're probably not like fire code regulated or whatever, because sometimes we're packed, but we've had as many as 100 to 120 teachers in on a given week. We usually average somewhere in the 30 to 40 range. So every time we're open, it costs us, a few $1,000s at the minimum to operate. But like I said, they're able to come in, fill their needs. We have one room where it's teacher supplies. We have one room where it's coats and deodorants and things that the students may need. And we just ask that they bring their own sack. And like I said, they sign in when they leave and, tell us bye when they're done. And that's really all there is to it. And like I said, we've really grown. Initially, we were more Franklin County. And then we went into Jefferson and we went to Williamson. And like I said, now it's nothing for us to see teachers from Salem and Massac and Anna and all different places. As far as we know, we're probably, well, not probably, as far as we know, we're one of the few places that offers something like this to teachers. And so they're a very tight knit community, and word travels very fast. And so, yeah. And so if they can't get here, or if there is something that they need that they don't have, Amazon is a fantastic tool that we use to just drop ship it and have it delivered straight to their school. Most of the time, it's no questions asked. And like I said, they know the needs in their classroom, and they know the needs of their students.
Greg, how important is the different funding sources that you receive during the year, especially like the Give SI program? How important is that to what you're doing?
So it's huge for us because we're small. We're like a grassroots. So really, in a given year, and like I said, I'm really having to start to crunch numbers and put pen to paper. This donations account for about 25% to 30% of our revenue stream, and we have a very fluctuating budget. So it's really hard when to start at the beginning of the year and say we have $40,000 or we have $20,000 or even $1 million. That'd be great. But we fluctuate so much with needs as they come that it's really hard to say we have this set amount or we need this set amount. And so, like I said, about 30% tops comes from donations. We do operate in the front part of our physical location. I do have a space where I sell my baseball cards, and that that accounts for the other 70%, or it's out of pocket. I mean, my wife has just given up, stopped asking me where the money went and goes, and she just says, I know it's going somewhere where somebody needs it. So she doesn't ask anymore. So 70%, we say self-funded because I guess it's my own inventory, but as like I said, as inflation grows and as needs grow, and really just as we meet needs, like these events are becoming so important, not only just because of the monetary donations, but just the reach that you guys are giving us. We really probably wouldn't have, or I wouldn't know where to look for to get this kind of publicity or this advertisement, I guess.
And Greg, I'll just say it again. I'm continually impressed by what you're doing and the impact that you're having on the community. So if you're ready to donate, you can go to Give SI and choose Can Ministries as the organization that you would like to donate to. Greg, thank you so much for joining us. Again, I'm just thankful that you're serving the community and thankful about the impact that you're having to those in your community. Thank you so much for everything that you do.
Absolutely. And like I said, guys, we can't say thank you enough for what you're giving all of us over the next couple of days.
So again, don't forget, you can go to givesi.org to make your donation, or you can give us a call here at the WSIL studio. The phone lines are open and we have people standing by waiting to collect those donations. So if you do want to donate to Can, please call 618-956-9849 and make your donation. Thank you so much, Greg. Have a terrific evening.
Thank you.
Bye.